Hi, I'm Caique Cahon. I'm a master's student in communication and society, in the line of research Media Competence, Aesthetics and Temporality at Universidade Federal de Juiz de Fora, Brazil. This work is part of my master's thesis and it is called Aesthetic Experience in Digital Culture, New Flows in the Space of Art Exhibition. This is me, this is a self of mine. I graduated from an interdisciplinary course in Arts and Design at Instituto de Artes e Design from Universidade Federal de Juiz de Fora. Since I graduated, I have been working on so many projects as a photographer, monitoring art exhibitions, and as an art teacher in a public school here in Brazil. The theme of my research is exhibitions space and the aesthetic society, a term by researcher Lev Manovich that I use in my work. In this research, I seek to reflect on the issue of how digital culture and, mainly, social network are influencing the configuration and possible experience of this exhibition art space. In other words, maybe the exhibition space is changing due to the behavior of the public that lives the digital culture. This shows the influence of digital culture in art institutions and in a possible mediatization in the face of the aesthetic experience in exhibitions environments. I try to point out and discussing relationships created through social networks like Instagram, the public, and the art exhibition space. To do that, I'm doing analyzing on an Instagram photographic production shared by the viewers of the art exhibitions, like selfies and other photos. In this, I prefer to leave this image in Portuguese, with subtitles on the side, because it's very important for my research. It symbolically represents the main concepts of my ideas. At the top of the image is the interacting subject, the one that comes from the media and the web. At the bottom, the spectator, who visits an art exhibition in the cultural space. In this research, I try to study the relationship of these two, one who comes from digital media and meets the traditional art viewer, how the current aesthetic experience is composed of these two parts. Currently, there are several types of works of art and curationships that think the visitor of an art exhibition. Not long ago, I couldn't take pictures of works of art. Now this is part of the aesthetic experience of visitors. The task here is to think about how we perceive, consume, and feel art in the exhibition space while photographing and sharing this moment. There is a movement of big exhibitions going on all over the world. Here in Brazil is no different. According to a study carried out by the G1 newspaper, an important communication channel in Brazil, more than 40 art institutions in all regions of the country. The average audience had an increase of more than 60% in 2019. This number is an important number because in our country there is no increase in investment in culture and art or increase in education or the economy. The only increase that is equal to the number of visitors to art exhibitions is the increase in access to cell phones and the internet. Maybe people want to visit art exhibitions because they saw it on Instagram or just to share it on their accounts. Another important topic for this research is the issue of constant hybridity. Once again, I use Lev Manovich as a reference, because this author has studies and points out that hybrid that exist in cultural products made by digital media, not only on the level of authorship between technology and human when creating something, like photos or videos, but also regarding the distribution and consumption of these products. It means there is some symbiotic hybridism in these medias, even being created and produced from a computational raw material. Products produced from digital media are received as cultural products. The distribution logic is computational in media, in the web, in Instagram, but consumption is like a cultural product. These photos and video, there is something like some sensitivity and aesthetic appreciation in this. They are made and delivered by digital media, but consumed as an aesthetic and cultural product. As mentioned earlier, the increase in the public at art exhibitions in Brazil is a fact. In addition to the G1 newspaper, the Instituto de Economia Aplicada, a Brazilian import agency, also reported an increase in audiences in this space, especially in the last 10 years. With that in mind, for this research, the cultural space chosen to study was the most popular cultural institute in all country. According to information from the Art newspaper's annual survey, the Centro Cultural Banco do Brasil had the highest numbers of visitors in the last year. This is a big thing. This institution managed to reach the first places of most visited exhibitions in the last 3 years around the world. The Centro Cultural Banco do Brasil has a free entry policy, which helps in being so popular and getting so many visitors, and also managed to bring important exhibitions such as the one by contemporary Chinese artist Ai Weiwei, which was the most visited exhibition in the world during 2019. After knowing this, for my research, I will try to analyze the photographs of visitors to art exhibitions at Centro Cultural Banco do Brasil. With an artificial intelligence, it will be possible to analyze a volume of photographs made by visitors to the Banco do Brasil Cultural Center and posted on the social network Instagram. The analysis will take place in December, through the images posted during the past month of November. Through this artificial intelligence, it will be possible to trace patterns of composition, colors, human presence in these photos. These are images that were made at the time of consumption and aesthetic experience of visitors in art exhibitions at Centro Cultural Banco do Brasil. There will be also an analysis of the list of images and the public audiences numbers of the exhibitions and the Instagram. It will be possible to compare the audience on Instagram with the number of visitors. This is my research. I hope I managed to present some of my ideas. Thank you so much.